90-day fiancés Ingrid Ren shockingly reveals who her new boyfriend is after. Ryan Muniz split and disgusting accusations. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. 90-day fiancé. Before the 90-day star, Ingrid Ren has shockingly revealed her new man after getting dumped by Muniz on season 7. Brazilian single and Ingrid met Brian on a dating app. The quadriplegic man had become wheelchair-bound after he was shot in the spine in an attack he claimed was orchestrated by his second ex-wife. Brian was married 4 times in his life and engaged multiple times. Brian also sold drugs in his past and kept all this, including his real age, a secret from Ingrid. Ingrid couldn't get herself to trust Brian at all. Ingrid has now confirmed that she has a new boyfriend. Ingrid shared a picture of her with a mystery man facing away from the camera standing at a beach. Ingrid added a caption in Portuguese. She wrote, "Suddenly we meet someone and the hug comes home. Madness combines and certainties change." She mentioned that she had now found someone who embraced her imperfections and reset her. He has contributed to making her life more colorful. Ingrid was trying to tell fans how she met her boyfriend and how it wasn't planned. She wrote that he makes her life different because she has the opportunity to share it with him. Ingrid thanked her boyfriend for being an incredible person. "I love you," she added. When Brian went to Brazil, he expected Ingrid to act a certain way. He wished for her to be more forthcoming by sleeping with him on the first night and even tending to his needs. Ingrid did none of that and further drifted apart after learning that Brian had kept secrets from her. Ingrid didn't know that Brian wanted to make her his 5th wife. He wasn't even divorced from his 4th wife yet. Ingrid turned down Brian. Even in bed he hurt her by accusing her of being a gold digger. When Ingrid expected Brian to apologize, instead he left her feeling cheated and disappointed. Ingrid had wasted 2 years on a person who was totally different in real life from what she had expected. While Brian and Ingrid looked cordial when they parted ways at the airport, Brian made some shocking claims about Ingrid in the tell-all preview. He says that Ingrid was seeing a different man the entire time while he was with her in Brazil. Does Ingrid sharing the romantic photo with her boyfriend confirm what Brian said? Ingrid seems to have posted about her new love before the 90-day fiancé. Before the 90 days tell-all to prove a point, she must have met the man after Brian broke her heart and just wanted to express her happiness on social media. Ingrid sharing the post doesn't mean that she was timing on Brian. It could be that Brian found out that Ingrid was seeing someone else and decided to falsely accuse her of cheating on him. Ing's feelings towards Brian were real, and so were her tears. In the end, Ingrid had a lucky escape. 90-day fiancé Pedro Gimo had a severe car accident. Is he fine now? 90-day fiancé star Pedro Gimo left his audience in disbelief. After talking about his severe accident, he opened up about what exactly happened and if he was fine or not. The celeb raised concern among his fans, and they are now wondering if Pedro is actually and how he ended up in the situation. However, Pedro Gimo finally broke his silence and answered all the questions. 90-day fiancé star Pedro Gimo is a father of 2 kids now, and he is embracing his parenthood these days. He recently shared a clip of his cats where he was scolding them. The celeb documented how his cats littered the entire floor by spilling some liquid all around like notorious kids. Gimo has evidently started to feel like a parent now because he has accepted his cats as his own children. Pedro further added to the caption, "This is like having children." All of this came after he completely turned down the idea of having kids with Chantal in the past. He made it clear that he wasn't really interested in parenthood, but now it appears that Pedro is taking small steps and is perhaps thinking of growing his family. Pedro Gimo has been emitting positive vibes these days, and he even talked about how happy he was in his life. He recorded himself while he was driving and assured his audience that everything would be fine with them as well soon. Gimo raised concern by posting a horrific scene on Instagram. It featured 2 cars badly crashed into each other While one of them was severely damaged, it appeared to be a case of a severe car crash, while Pedro documented the scene from his car. Apparently it seems that he narrowly avoided the accident, because he finally took a sigh of relief, the celeb wrote. "Thank God for taking care of me." This made it clear that Pedro was fine, and he was safe and sound. The views seemed to be of Atlanta, because Pedro was in the noted state before he posted this story. As he is a realtor, it is possible that he was perhaps taking his client for a property viewing visit when he got involved in this accident. However, fans are happy to know that Pedro is safe, and there is nothing to worry about now. He has also overcome the trauma, as Pedro has again begun to post positive stories on Instagram. He is back, and there is nothing to worry about. Now Julia Traina reveals Brandon Gibbs had to be hospitalized. Julia Traina has revealed that Brandon Gibbs had to be hospitalized. This was shocking for fans to hear. You can currently watch Julia and Brandon work on their marriage in 90 Day Fiancé, The Last Resort, along with other couples from the franchise. Julia Traina and Brandon Gibbs are currently being seen on 90 Day Fiancé, The Last Resort. They went to the retreat along with other couples from the franchise to work on their relationship. They revealed that they have a lot of issues beneath the surface. However, when the couple was first introduced to fans, Julia moved to be with Brandon. They lived on his parents' farm. Brandon's mother is a little overwhelming, and Julia could not do it anymore. However, his mom is obsessed with Brandon and his life. They had to get out of there to save their marriage. Julia Traina revealed that Brandon Gibbs had to be hospitalized. This is due to his major anxiety. Everybody see us in social media like bubbly happy, but people doesn't know what happened behind the camera. I never meet innocent person like Brandon. If you have a big level of anxiety, so he been in the hospital in the happily ever after tell all his heart almost like stop. Basically, Julia was extremely emotional when she started talking about this. It was a scary experience for them. However, Julia realized that she does not have anxiety, and this makes it hard to help Brandon. I don't know sometimes how to deal because I never have experienced that. Brandon is doing better and fans are glad to hear. Viewers cannot wait to see where Julia and Brandon end up after being in the resort and getting therapy. Hopefully their marriage works out. It seems that Brandon suffers from major anxiety. This led him to be in the hospital. It seems that he is doing okay now. However, this was a scary experience for both Brandon and Julia. While the two are working on their marriage, they seem to be one of the better couples at the retreat. However, Julia is even rooting for her and her husband.